Hey there, this is John from Paternia, and we are going to take a look at the latest NECA release of the TF2 Pyro action figure. It should just be hitting stores right about now, so check your Toys R Us or check online if you're worried, because it is a limited edition release of only 10,000. As you can see, here he has both the Flamethrower and the axe accessory, which would be his weapons from the game. Spin him around here, he's got his propane tank in the back. Figure's fully articulated as well, and stylized obviously after the game, which is a very stylized look. Okay, if we want to go take a look further at how his articulation works, we have, of course, the Flamethrower can come out of the hands. Oh, fly out of the hands. He has a shoulder joint, elbow. There's an elbow ball in here, which is a little bit restricted. On the arm, it's hard to get. You're not going to get a full 90-degree pose out of his arms just because the gloves are blocking that. He has like a ball joint in his wrist as well. He's got a chest ball joint. He has a ball here on his head. It goes side to side and it'll go up and down, so you can get a good looking up pose from him, but you're not going to be able to get him to really look straight on to the side. His waist turns. He has a ball in his hip here as well, but it's a hard one to really get much out of, because it's kind of, again, you're kind of looking at a spot here that it's very restricted. Like the waist is a solid piece instead of being like an underlay, so you're not going to get a terrible amount of movement out of that spot, but you can get something out of it. You got the knees here; they bend back. Maybe like about 90 degrees. Here's where I find my biggest problem with him is the feet. To stay accurate to the video game, the feet can pop off. The feet are really tiny. So what'll happen is you can get him to stand, but he has a lot of articulation down there, so it'll come loose, and it is a looser plastic down here. He has like a toe crunch here, and he also has ankle here. So if you put too much weight, it's just hard giving him a good center of gravity. So I mean, if you can find it, good. But I have been picking him up off the floor. I've picked him up off the floor a couple times, and now since I've got him, and okay, so then see, we got the Flamethrower here, and the Flamethrower handle would go into the hand with the two fingers up. Get it in there, and obviously he can hold it to the side. He can hold it up like his animation taunt. He also has an axe that he can hold it. He can hold it up, down. He can kind of play it like a guitar. If you stick it in this hand here, you get yourself a good guitar pose here. So you can do all kinds of stuff with this guy. They're very true to the source material. They tried their best to fully articulate something that has like a lot of weird, human anatomy. It's not necessarily normal human anatomy, so it's kind of. I think they did the best they can with what they could. I mean, short of making them statues, this is about as accurate as an action figure as you're going to get for Team Fortress 2. So let's also compare him. Size-wise, he is about like a normal NECA human. So compare him to like Gordon Freeman. He's maybe a little bit shorter. Come on, Gordon, stand up here. There you go. We can also compare him to the Boomer, and again, he's like a little bit shorter, but I think that's generally the Pyro is supposed to be shorter, because if we want to throw in, move over, Gordon. The Demoman is about the size of Gordon, if I could get him to stand. Again, it's those feet and ankles are a little bit tough with these guys to get them to stay in a good position. So there you go. And there you go. So yeah, so he stands maybe like an inch shorter than Gordon at that point. So, you know, it's all relative. The Pyro is a little bit shorter in the game anyway, so that kind of works out. If you want to make him look really small, you can throw him up against something like a... Whoa, hey there. An engineer, and then they make him look tiny. But yeah, these guys, they're about $20 each online. I've seen a lot of places pre-orders are sold out, and they are limited, so I'd kind of suggest if you really want it, maybe just find a place or eBay it. eBay's prices are maybe going for like 40, a little over 40 for the pair, which isn't bad. They come with a online code that you can redeem, and you get a free hat for Team Fortress 2. It's not like a special hat just made for these. It's a it looks like it's a generic. It's character specific, but it's a generic hat. So you're not getting you're not getting like something super special, which I think maybe a lot of people who play Team Fortress 2 might have been going into this thinking they were going to get that, and they may be disappointed. But you know, I more bought it because it's an action figure, not because I wanted a Team Fortress 2 code. So yeah, that's the Pyro from NECA. He's about $20. He'll hang out on your shelf. The Demoman's out now. I'm sure in a couple weeks at Toy Fair they're going to show a few more. We've seen a heavy and a soldier as well. So after that, we only have a few more sniper, medic, engineer to go. So, and also there's going to be a blue version of the Pyro and the demo coming out in April, I believe. So that's about it. Alright, it's the Pyro.